Hello, welcome to the show. My guest today is Dr. Roland Pfister from the University of Trier in Germany. Welcome, Roland.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
So tell me about your research.
Now, I'm doing research on rules and rule violations, and I don't know about dinosaur society, but in human society, there's actually quite a few different rules. So for instance, with traffic, you're supposed to not cross against the red traffic light. And the question is, how does our brain actually manage these kind of rules? How does it represent these rules? How does it put rule-related behavior in action? And did you ever break any rules, you yourself?
I ignore all rules.
Oh, okay. Then you're actually our subject, our participant, because that's the kind of person we're looking for. We haven't found anybody yet who could do that, who just could ignore rules and just do his or her own thing. I don't believe it actually happens. So you might actually fall prey to an illusion there, because many people think they can be tough guys, but at the end turns out they're not. And whenever they break rules, they will feel just a bit bad. They feel just a little sort of hesitation when they're about to break rules. You don't seem to agree. Okay.
I don't feel bad when I break rules. Rules are for puny humans. Dinosaurs don't break rules. We don't have rules. There's no reason. Why would I follow some weaker dinosaur's rules? I just eat them.
Okay, so if you don't have any rules, of course you can't break any rules. Then I'm fine with that. But as soon as there are rules, so if your mates, for instance, came up with a rule that defines who's like praying in what area, maybe that would be kind of a rule that you might want to respect. And the thing is, even if you don't believe in rules as humans, that's what we find times and again, that you just can't get rid of these rules. You can't forget about the rules if you want to break them. You're just always bound to feel bad if you break rules, no matter how what you think, what you believe.
So, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that you puny humans feel bad if you violate rules, even though you could easily get away with it.
That's what I'm saying, yes. I don't think anybody can really get away with it, because getting away might work in terms of punishment. That might work. But you yourself, you will know that you break rules and you have broken rules. And that just gets to you in a sense. Of course, it's not like you're stressed out. It's not like a big thing. So if you cross against a red traffic light, you won't feel bad for 2 or 3 generations. That's not going to happen. But you will feel just a little itch to follow rules and just a little itch to not break a rule. And that's what we find. So our mind really seems to be geared towards representing rules and really putting rules into action.
Why do people care if they break rules?
Our idea is that our brain really wants things to be ordered. So it wants to have a sort of purpose, a sort of direction where to go to. And rules really offer just a sort of offer just that, basically. So they tell you what to do, and you don't have to come up with all sorts of things on the spot. Because if there's no rules, it's really difficult to figure out what you actually should be doing. So imagine you're playing a game with friends. The first thing you want to find out is what the rules are like. Because if there's a game that doesn't have any rules, there's really no point playing the game in a way, because you don't know what to do. So humans, in a sense, need rules just in order to have some, just in order to point to some options that are more plausible than others, and just really to point behavior in a certain direction. And that's really what we, I guess, need as humans. So we can't really function without rules. And of course, if you're looking at a larger scale, if you're looking at society, for instance, there's no point in running a society if there's no rules, because society will fall apart in an instant if there's no rules.
I would simply dominate society with my giant teeth.
But if there's other people with similarly giant or even bigger teeth, that could be bad for you in the end.
I hate them.
And so maybe it's also not about just trying to be dominant in society. It might also be about like trying to agree on a certain way of conduct, of actually working out how society works like, and actually trying to live together. I don't know if you have any friends.
Would puny humans agree to voluntarily go in my mouth, or do I have to eat them on my own?
I don't think there's any rule that specifies that you have to step into another person's mouth. I've never heard of that. So I guess you are bound to do that by yourself, unless you are able to actually create a rule that suggests this to be a sensible thing to do. But I don't feel that this is a reasonable prospect.
You don't like that rule?
I don't like the idea of doing that, no.
So I have to eat you just with my own teeth?
Well, if you could eat any other person, that would be even better for me, I guess. But if there's nobody else around, we might also come up with a rule of not doing that. Would that be a thing for you? Just actually trying to come up with a rule that prohibits eating humans? Could we agree on such a rule? I guess that would be a rule that would make me quite happy.
Why would I agree to such a rule? This seems like a stupid rule.
To me, it seems pretty good. So we could actually figure out who's right and who's wrong. I don't think you could actually do that. I'm pretty sure if there's a rule that says dinosaurs are not supposed to eat humans, I think that they would struggle doing that and just do that a little less often. I'm pretty sure they would.
Why would dinosaurs not eat humans? Humans are so delicious.
Are they? I mean, humans don't eat humans.
You're really missing out.
No, I
Do you laugh and you mock me?
I wouldn't mock you. I'm just saying you're not brave enough to actually break that rule.
Rah!